Hi, my beautiful people, them, and welcome back to another video. Lord knows I've been trying to record from my balcony for the longest, and every single time, wait a minute. Every single time I try to record from my balcony, it's super windy. Out of nowhere, there are like 10 billion cars. People are screaming in the background. And then the quality of the video is disrupted. You know what I mean? Trust me when I say I understand that it is completely irrational to be mad that people are outside doing what people do by outsiding. As y'all can see, your girl is beat it up. Your girl is festive. Your girl is woo, right? So I really just wanted to come touch base with y'all to tell you about this past week. I had so much fun. If y'all didn't know this by now, I live in New Orleans. I've been living here for the past, since 2018. So almost 4 years, right? And obviously, you probably know this. They celebrate Mardi Gras here. But this is the first time in the past 4 years that I actually felt like I had a place here and that I had fun in this city. One of the major things that changed was my mindset. So I want to talk to y'all about the fact that perspective goes a long way. I've been talking about this with a lot of my friends who all of us are millennials. A lot of us are millennials who graduated college in the past 4 or 5 years. And I realized a lot of us struggle with this. I struggle with this and struggled with this until about last year. And it's finding a place where you feel like you belong outside of a place that was created for you. So growing up as a child, most of your interactions, most of the places you've lived, most of the places we've settled are places that were chosen for us. Like we grew up in a setting, most of us in a family setting that we didn't choose, right? It was chosen for us. We grew up in different organizations, like whether it was a sporting team, a art team, something like that, right? It was an organized setting that was kind of chosen for us. It was already organized and we were a part of it. Then for us who went off to college, we were in a setting that was already chosen for us. Kind of like you were thrown into this college world, this college life, this dynamic that was kind of crafted and we've just stuck ourselves in. But when you hit post-grad and you venture into adulthood, nowhere else is chosen for you. This is where you gotta pull your big girl pants up, big guy pants up, and you get to design the kind of life that you want to live in the place that you want to live, right? But it's not as glamorous as it sounds. It's like until you're in that position, you don't understand, you don't realize the amount of, my back itches. You don't understand the amount of factors that plays into where you live and what you do post-grad. A lot of us, including myself, up until this point, as millennials, we're kind of like hardwired to choose the next thing, move to the next place, relocate. Like, oh my God, if I lived here, things would be better. If I was working this job, things would be better. I'm ready to relocate. Where should I live now? What's the next city? What's the best city? What's the hot spot? Where has all the activities? Where gives me freedom, fun, family, money, entertainment? Like, we are always trying to move. I feel like this is something with millennials. We were trained, I don't know how or why, by society to move, to grind, to move to the next place, right? Or to the next step, the next thing. And one thing I realized even just by these past week, was that 10, well, I'm gonna say 8 times out of 10, completely made up statistics, it has nothing to do with your location, right? A lot of the times we are trying to move with the same mindset. We are trying to move with the same mentality. We are trying to move to a new place with the same perspective. If only I had this, it would be better. If only I lived here, it would be better. If only this, it would be better. I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but it's not going to change. Your perspective is the only thing that will change your situation. The only thing. The only thing. And I just feel so confident about that based on this past week. As an immigrant, you think that I'm used to being displaced or feeling out of place. But no, I feel like since I moved to NOLA, I was struggling with the imposter syndrome. Like, I refuse to call anywhere other than Jamaica home. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down on that one. But it's like I'm holding out the opportunity of appreciating where I'm at because I refuse to let go of the past and be comfortable with my present, right? Until last year summer was the first time I was like, maybe this is not a bad place. Maybe I could enjoy it here. Maybe I could build the community I yearn for. Maybe I could invite my family here. Maybe I could invite my friends here. It doesn't have to be the same. I don't have to feel out of place. I don't have to feel uncomfortable. I don't have to feel like the only place I'll ever be happy again is Jamaica. And the minute I decided to change my perspective, it's almost like everything changed. I found myself driving around in my car, not looking around at everywhere in disgust, like, oh, Miami was like this, Jamaica was like this. I found myself not sinking into this like deadly sea of comparison. Like when I go on vacation and I finally feel like I'm in a place where I could enjoy, right? So bring it back to this past weekend. My OG friends, when I moved to this city, came back into town to celebrate Mardi Gras. And I literally remember before they got here, I looked in the mirror and I made an active decision that I was going to enjoy myself this year. I was going to appreciate where I'm at, and I was going to embrace the culture of the place that I am living in, right? I wasn't going to do anything I wouldn't do regularly, but I was going to just decide that I was going to change my perspective about my current location. And I had a blast. You think that I did something crazy, that I did anything over the top? No, I'm not even into partying and being wild and stuff like that. But I just felt myself being at the parades, catching these little beads. And I'm gonna insert clips somewhere here or after about just the festivities for the weekend. And I just felt myself appreciating this culture. I was intrigued. I found myself like asking the meaning behind certain parades, behind certain floats, like the history of why it's here like this in the city. And for the first time in 4 years, I like it here. I like it here. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna be here forever. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here, but I like it here. And this whole little ramble was to show you all my bling bling, but also just to reiterate the fact that perspective is quite literally everything. Everything. If we don't get to the point where we can literally sit where we're at, look in the mirror, give ourselves an honest talk and say, I appreciate where I'm at, as I am working or striving for more, we are going to be in a circle, a rat race of being unhappy and searching the next high, related to the last video that I posted. Until we change our perspective, we are going to change our locations till thy kingdom come, and we're still gonna be unhappy. Yeah, so in case y'all missed it the first time, The solution is not always running. The solution is not always hiding. A lot of the time, the solution is embracing where you are and understanding that embracing where you are is not the same thing as settling, by the way, right? So yeah, I enjoyed Mardi Gras for the first time in the past 4 years. My friends were here. We had a blast. I put aside my routine. I put aside my schedule. I put aside my to-do list. I put aside all of those things. I didn't even go to the gym. I ate everything my hand could touch. When I say everything, I meant everything my hand could touch. And I let my hair down metaphorically because I was in this bun. And I enjoyed it here. So yeah, I don't know who this is for, but maybe it would help if you change your perspective. I'm gonna insert some of the clips from Mardi Gras just to show you a little bit of the festivities. But as usual, I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. I am gonna continue being consistent. Thank you for growing with me. Thank you for being patient with me. As usual, if you love it, like it, go ahead and share to one of your friends them. Right? Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and put on your post bell notification, because you know I'm gonna be here popping up on your screen every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And until next time, remember, change your perspective, not your location, right? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.